I'm scared. I'm very scared. Let me show you why. Look at that, friends. I've taught hundreds of people how to trade crypto, meme coins, and NFTs on my TikTok lives. See that? See that, friends? I'm not selling classes or anything, just trying to teach people to change their lives too. Of course, friends, there's just a few. Obviously, when you see, why is this like scary? Look, the bull markets, I think it's still got plenty of legs to go in terms of price-wise. Now, time-wise, running out of time. But when you see like a darkly lit room, and when you just see, I'm just gonna pause it here, like her socks, friends. Her socks, very important. When you just see all these together, you're just like, you don't give me the vibes that I'm kind of early to what I'm doing now. You know what I mean? Like, who are you, friends? Now, this is important to understand, right? So, I do have my post here, right? Warning, warning, warning. Don't watch. Don't watch. Top signals getting me really anxious. It's not, friends. You see, look, the best way I can put it is this. When you reach a certain price level in the total crypto market cap, which I can show you right here, you can type in just total, right? When you reach a certain price level, you unlock top signals, right? Now, we've actually come back to the 2021 top prices, right? So, you know that lady, friends, that NFT top, they were around here. You know that, yeah? They were around actually back here. So, Bitcoin, they disappeared. And now we've come back and they're back here. Isn't that interesting? We're back at around 2.5 trillion market cap. They're back. So, I know, friends, it's difficult. But I'm here. That's why I'm here to help. I'm here to help. See, these top signals were tops the first time because it was price discovery. But we are no longer discovering prices here. We are just coming back. It's just a magnet. We've come back now to the same price. Which means when we go up here, there's going to be new top signals. And guess what? We don't have to stop there. We could go up and up and up to 10 trillion. So there will be top signals up at those places. And we're going to have to be very, very wary of them and aware of what's going on. And that's why I have all these X Factor ones we've spoken about. You know, the Coinbase, Tai Lopez, the government self-bans from stocks, all the famous Your Friend Sommi ones. So even though you see this chick dancing around, yeah, man, that's what I'm pretty much... That's where my eyes are at. All right, now I'm going to read you this sad story, friends, from Coinfessions Rekt. I'm in high school. On a Sunday night, I aped a pre-sale with all the money I made in crypto, around $50,000. The next day during school, I find out I got rug pulled. I had an insane panic attack during class and had to go to the hospital. Why do you think they put in 50K, friends? Why? You might just say, oh, gambling, greed, young kid, of course. But why? Why? It's because it's very obvious. They probably wanted one clean 20x to make $1 million and then retire. Or maybe they're happy to make a 5x, get the 500K, and then look for an easy 2x or something, you know. They're chasing these round numbers. People get more and more desperate to reach them. That's actually why people, you know, even do leverage as we go up. Take it even more. Because what happens, friends, is why do people do leverage? It's because they don't believe. See, they don't, friends, for us to believe, like if you have leverage, you need to be right on the time, which means you go, hey, I believe so much. However, I need you to go up in this next 60-day window. Otherwise, I get wrecked. So you don't really believe. You know, I believe, like us, we say, I know you're going to go up one day. I believe so much. I don't know when. I don't know how. One day. I'm holding no matter what. That unshakable spirit in the heart. That is me and my spirit, friends. That's infused into all my altcoins that I'm in. Belief. Strong belief. You understand? PIKA hit 40 million in 2021. We deserve 100 million on PulseChain plus. Minimum. We deserve 200 million. Peppy. This cycle's unicorn meme. We deserve a meme coin to hit 100 billion. I mean, Doge hit 85 billion last cycle. So it's not, you know, it's not wild to think something can't hit 100 billion. You see that? We believe. Landwolf is Peppy's best friend. We believe. Orange Man is good. Not bad. OMG on PulseChain. All right. We believe in the diamond butts. Dick with butt. Still funny. An older meme than Bitcoin. You see? I believe Pikachu is Satoshi's best friend. It's true. Ash Ketchum is actually named Satoshi in the Japanese version of Pokemon series. And the inventor of Pokemon is actually named Satoshi as well. Like, you got double Satoshi there. See these friends? This is belief. All right. When you're reading a story like this, I aped into a pre-sale. You got rugged. I feel very sorry for this kid. But you're going to make it, bro. You're a young kid. You know what I mean? You're a young kid. Maybe you got, a couple of pimples on your face. You're trying to, take girls to the movies. What do kids do these days? You know what I mean? Like, if you can last more than 5 seconds with your attention spans. But now you can digitally trade your way to wealth, which is kind of funny as well. So I'm here to remind you, don't ever ape your full stack into anything, friends. Please don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Luckily for you, friends, I've got I show you a lot of these ways to observe the market that at least it gives you a tool, man. It gives you the tool to wait. So for example, PIKA, I've drawn the box here now. I don't know, friends, but PIKA, this thing's effing strong. Like, whew, friends, the 200 Telegram members only. All right, how the hell are you at 1.7 million with only 200? You know what I mean? Like, you're thinking like, wow, because you know what happened? The Jeet dev dumped and strong hands came in. Okay. By the way, if you check the distribution of everyone who bought it, super believers bought it. That's the funny part as well. But also, let's look at Dick with Butt. Okay, it's been around longer. Now, Dick with Butt is now in the box zone. Here you go. It's into the 50% zone. Here you are. It's actually already in it now. There you go. It's in the box zone at 4 million market cap, 50. And I don't know if it's going to go down 80, but there you go. You can actually look at it on the PLS ratio too, which helps with, there you go. There you go. So that's around 50%-ish. So it's ripe for, I think, ripe for accumulating. And obviously, I wanted to go much, much higher at all times. So do you, but this is the game, man. This is the game. People get out, they cheat out, and they go, oh, do I really believe it or not? Yeah, man, it's still cool. So this is believing. That's really, really believing, friends. All right. Also, shout out to Mr. PulseChain.com, based BTC. Damn shame, 50 grand in high school is absolutely balling. Dude, yeah, man, 50 grand in high school. Friends, you're lucky to have $50 in high school and all, you know what I mean? Like 50 grand. Oh man. You can still make it, but look, obviously it doesn't take a genius to figure out. This kid, you're on Solana. That's what all the new kids are. But you're all Jeets, man. You don't know anything. You don't know what you're getting yourself into, friends. They think, well, no, the oldies, nothing. Yeah, man, I know the oldies, a lot of the times they don't know anything. But guess what? The oldies also have culture embedded in them that has been passed down from humans for like the past, 5,000 years, because some of these things we know on average works. You know what I mean? It works. So some of these concepts and all these other things, we know that, hey, humans, we got like a lot of flaws. And guess what? With crypto blockchains, I'll tell you right now, you know what I mean? Like the flaws of the Jeets, that's really, really important. You want to avoid. Now, people always say to me, friends, if meme coins go away, what happens if the next rotation appears in some other tech or utility coin? And let me tell you something. All right. I'm going to ask you this question. How good do you think the next tech has to be to get you to stop thinking about meme coins? Because I thought about that the other day. I'm like, man, you better give me a Uniswap level of tech. You better let me mint any shit coin and people just start buying stuff and give me yield. And you have to do some amazing stuff, because right now they don't. These other things don't. No, they don't. Then nothing's fun enough. Nothing's fun. Like, by the way, nothing is more fun, friends, than making a community. Everyone gets the memes together and watching these prices go up. We are affecting change. You know what I mean? That's the most important part. So a lot of people always ask about firstly the pump music, but also the narrative rotation. They're like, oh, what's the next narrative going to be? If you watch Randy Boo, shout out to Crypto Band's channel, friend of the channel, they'll always pick at the next narrative. It's because, friends, like, to be honest, man, like, they're telling people what they want to hear, because people who are watching a lot of the time, a lot of people are non-believers. They are just not believers. They're not here for the long run. They just want to know, okay, when's the next thing? What's the next narrative? Friends, just like in a company, 80% of your employees are useless. All right, useless. They just want to know, all right, when's 5 o'clock here so I can get out? That's what they care about. When's the next pay rise? That's all they care about, right? Only like the core believers, they're the ones actually driving the engine. Well, it's the same thing in crypto. And the core believers, we don't know. We don't care what the next narrative is. Now, obviously, friends, just tongue in cheek. You do care what it is if you knew. The problem is you read 100 theories, man. So I'm going to read for you this excerpt I have near for you. Look at this, okay? In my experience, it's a complete waste of time to try to predict the next narrative. You'll read 100 theories and only one is right. You know what? I found one dude, Joey. I forgot his full name. Shout out to Ammo Joey. He predicted the Soilana and Bonk thing. You know what I mean? And yeah, congratulations, bro. Like, it's funny. He talks about it. He's like, yeah, it was just so obvious. I was like, bro, I love you, brother, but just shut the fuck up and sit down. Yeah, I read literally over 100 theories, and each of them were like really smart, Kobe-esque type of where they things going on. Obvious shit, you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, it's so obvious that the dice was gonna roll a 13 on this 58-sided dice. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's the world we live in. Do you see how when one person gets it, like, oh, this is so obvious? See, the thing for lucky. It's luck. It's just a bit. It's luck, man. Even me, friends. A lot of people say, "Oh, how'd you see?" I don't know, bro. I'm here 18 hours a day. I'm just lucky that after 18 hours, I was able to absorb this stuff. Maybe if I was only here 13 hours a day, I wouldn't know anything. All right, I still don't know anything. I'm just a peanut brain. All right, but maybe I wouldn't have even like been on the ball. Okay, and friends, I'll tell you right now, I'm not gonna name their names, but I follow people, and I followed people who binked the 1000x narrative of DeFi in 2020. They missed dog coins. They missed gaming. They missed metaverse. They missed NFTs. They missed Ponzi DeFi because Ponzi DeFi was just a Ponzi version of their DeFi that they made. And then Ponzi DeFi went up more than the real DeFi. Isn't that funny? Hex, Olympus DAO, and Luna all went up more. So Olympus DAO did like 500x. Hex did obviously like it's 600x, I think, from day one, adoption amplify-ish around there, right? I don't count that bottom part. If you want to start from day one, people, or if you want to count the 10,000x, yeah, theoretically, it did do that, 10,000x. And Luna did an 800x from the bottom. So you see all these big returns? Yeah, they smashed Chainlink and all the others and synthetics and all these, you know, you have to get into the ICOs for them. Okay, so it's interesting. Those ones you didn't need. It's funny. Ponzi DeFi went up more than the real DeFi. That's the funny part. And they missed them all. They missed all of them. Guess what? They've missed Pepe. They've missed the ribbiting. They've missed all these narratives happening right now. They're not in meme coins. I guarantee you, friends, I follow their Twitters, man. You know these people sometimes, they will make a thread and they'll say, tell me your most convicted play right now. And I want to show you first. I don't want to like embarrass anyone or anything, but if you go through, there'll be like 7 like, you know, mid-curve utility coin stuff, and then the 8th one will be one meme coin, and the guy will reply, I'm not joking, by the way, they'll reply, give me one reason why I shouldn't block you right now for this suggestion. And it's because it's a meme coin. It's not like a new meme. It's like, oh, I believe in Bonk or Dog with Hat or something, you know, like actually the unicorn ones or Pepe. And they just hate it. And I'm like, oh man, this is a juicy signal from the universe. Like, I see 7 mid-curve like Ondo and all these other real-world asset like Roca Negra, Insider, VC Grift, Trash, the low-float, high FDV scam, all of them planted everywhere. And everyone's like, yes, oh, gobble up all that dog shit. And then just a meme coin like, scam, throw that out. Like, they don't get it. They don't get it. Friends, if we get it, we're gonna win so much. We're gonna win so much if we get this. The market, Habib, just gave you a 5-month alt season. Habibi, Albi, 5 months. And you are still saying, nah, scams. By the way, every single one of their mid-curve tech utility coins right now, if you reprice the coin 10x higher, they're all selling. They're all selling. So do you really believe in it? No, you just want another sucker to come and be your fool, right? And you just don't want to be the greatest fool, okay? That's pretty much it, okay? So as you can see, narrative prediction, friends, feels random. And it's a need by humans to want to be right when they should focus instead on making money over time, all right? Because the narrative, friends, we've got to remember, look how hard it is. So you have to, with a very, very straight posture and very sharp elbows, narrative prediction, all right, is literally, you have to catch lightning in a bottle twice with your feet, okay? That's how difficult it is. And why? It's because the narrative rotation, you have to firstly say one thing's topped out and then know what humans are going to buy actually next, which is, it's really random. It really is random, all right? And the thing, what I've noticed as well as this, so you're probably saying, right, you're probably interested, oh my gosh, for that 1 out of 100 person who gets it right, can we just keep following them? Yeah, I tried that. They suck. They suck. Now, it's better to read them for the current happenings and how they thought about stuff, but there's no, look, I'm just being completely honest. There is no predictive ability for what comes next for them, ever. They got no fucking idea. But it's actually worse to listen to them because they're coming off the back of a big win. So they think they've solved it. So when they speak with more clarity and their conviction is too high based off like, oh, well, I was right before, so I'm going to be right again. That's pretty much it. There's no room for like real error. They never have like this humbleness, like your friend Sommi, where I'm like, oh, wow, I got that one right. Woohoo! Anyway, like we can kind of go to 0 tomorrow. You know what I mean? They don't have that, friends. They don't have that 1% fee of that. So what you got to do, friends, is always just remember to play some nice, gentle angel music. You just got to get cheap prices and hold them. That's it. You have to believe in whatever it is you're in, okay? Now, if you're in a tech and utility coin, a VC grift, firstly, you produce no cash flow, so you're a meme yourself. But look, I get it. You like the fact you understand it. That's okay. That's your edge because it means you went G. But also, you will have to accept lower returns than people who just buy absolute dog shit. That just keeps mooning. Look at this Peppy and this Field of Flowers. And this Peppy meditating day by day. Now, I have a bonus post here as well. I love always doing these bonus posts here for you because I give you literally the highest value content. Now, so remember I spoke to you, friends. I'll often follow that person that gets that 1 out of 100 narrative rotation, right? And then they'll do literally a self-fellatio masturbation ritual where they think they got the most perfect read on markets. Like, ha ha ha, I clearly understand markets. Like, their ego just gets way too big. But you get it, man, because you're confident in the market. You've been right. You got to feel. You got your finger on the pulse. Yeah, I know what's going on, right? But then they always get their ass handed to them. They always just disappear. They can't do it, right? And you'll notice even over time, they get more as they mean revert down. So what happens is, friends, see, imagine it's like a 50-50 rate, which is what pretty much most people are. Their win rate goes up so much to like 80 to 90% because they binked the season and they think they're going to continue that forever. But what actually ends up happening is their next win rates they drop down to like 20% for the next period because they have 80 up here, then they go down 20, so they mean revert back to 50. But you're catching them as they're like, if they had a like win rate chart, yeah, if you could plot them out, they're like peaking at 80 or 90%. Just like when people sell like trading indicators and stuff, they usually like get really famous when what they're doing is have a perfect read and then the market just humbles them and just they mean revert all the way back down and just get to watch it. But then you've wasted a lot of time. Okay, so it's more advantageous for you to listen to someone like me because you don't have to, friends. I don't tell anyone really listen, but I'm just telling you, it's worth. Why it would be worth your time if I was in your position is because if you plot out my win rate based off these traders things, it's like 10%. It's 5%. Why? Because I'm holding the whole cycle and there's no exit anywhere. Now, obviously, the coins have moved up, so you could think about my win rate being 95% just because it's this year, but it's like 0% last year, right? But it's not a good way to think about it. However, if you could theoretically go like, oh, yeah, because Sommi hasn't found that next 100x thing, and you keep giving me a loss and a loss and a loss. So that, imagine a 50-50 win rate, right? My win rate is down to like 5 or 10% because you're just holding the whole cycle. And then at the very, very, very end, your win rate becomes literally 100%. But actually, that's when everyone thinks, yeah, just getting started. I told you I was right the whole time. But no. That's the market going from, hey, you were basically at a win rate of like 0 to 10%. And now, in this like 50-day window, which is the final euphoria blow-off, you have a 100% win rate. Everything goes bang, 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 up. Your win rate's 100%. Unfortunately, at that point, most people get the wrong idea. They think, oh, well, sweet, I've solved markets. And go, no. The market has just started to mean revert you back to 50-50 again. When it had, so you had your 10% win rate. He's 50 in the middle. You had 10% win rate. You go up to like 90 or 100% win rate. But then you'll come back down to 50 over time. That's that super fast spike. So it's a very interesting thought experiment to think about how these things play out, like these blocks of time over time. But that's why it's why we don't actually map anything like that. It's because you'll think you're a loser because you haven't been paid yet. But we know from all this evidence, friends, that the selling before that 50-day euphoria point of crypto is the difference between retirement and staying poor. We know it's that day. And if it doesn't ever give it to you, sweet. You just keep holding for the next leg, okay? So you end up finding out a lot of these people, right? They were just lucky. That's it. They're just lucky. Yeah, they always think they're a genius. Like, oh yeah, I got the rotation. I'm just such a genius. Yeah, all right, bro. I read 100 theories. You understand? And guess what? All of them sounded that they could happen. Every single one. Remember, friends, Elon's going to introduce the Doge payment thing, and then Doge is going to be used to like bootstrap the valuation of Twitter and all these. You know, friends, they could have gone any direction. Think about this. Literally 100+ narratives. I'm not joking. And one guy who gets one of them right. Look, you'll see them. You'll see by the end. You'll see how the overperformer mid-cycle for a lot of these people, they don't consider themselves as overperforming. They just consider themselves as on the way to being right. Because what's the difference is on the way to being right means, oh, no, it's just getting started, when really the market's giving you a premium ETH ratio pricing, you should be selling. But they're not selling it. They're like, no, I'm just getting started, because they think, oh, well, I clearly read the whole cycle right. You'll see. You'll see. Okay, don't forget those DeFi guys from 2020. They binked 2020. They failed in 2021. All right? So that's why, friends, it's really important to look at this peppy picture, okay? He's going to get poured a nice cup of coffee, probably orange juice later. Look at this cute Wojak in the back. It's really important to focus on cheap prices and just accept the fact that the other shit coins will do 100x that we miss out on. That's just pretty much it, okay? Your job isn't to like waste your time trying to pick a lottery ticket like that, the ultimate lottery ticket winner. It's just to position yourself so that you win over time. And that includes, 9% call, 10% lottery, buying cheap, holding, believing, playing the whole cycle, things like that. Those are the things that eventually get us over the line. Make sure you like, subscribe, bell button, or don't forget to love to catch you soon.